if a man doesn't have something he's willing to die for, then he doesn't have anything he's willing to live for either.
Mm,
So that's kind of what I mean is uh, life is beautiful and it is short. The older you get, you'll realize how short it is. And it's valuable and you only get one of them.
yeah.
And so, man, live for something that matters, even though it's good to rest and entertain and recreate energy, recreation, vacation, to vacate from life for a while. But the substance of it, it should be going somewhere. It should be something that,
Mm,
and I kind of measure that by, I can't wait to go to bed, or I can't wait to get up in the morning.
sure.
You know, I want to live where tomorrow's coming. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I want to get out of bed.
And sometimes hopefully you're working hard enough where, yeah, you can't wait to go to bed also.
Right, right.
But yeah, for chasing those passions. I like this. Maybe another word for this or another way to look at it is direction.
Mhm.
And so this first one, restlessness, could also be called directionlessness or a kind of wandering mind. I like this one a lot because it says restlessness is a friend and not an enemy. So we talked a bit about it in the social media episode about not demonizing yourself
Mhm.
because understanding what these things that are also at play. This one's even better, where it's like this thing where you have this restlessness or this kind of discontent. You have a discontent,
Yeah.
and you instead of fighting that, which you should be, think practices like gratitude are good ways to just to be healthy.
Hmm.
But instead of thinking, man, why can't I just be happy with what I've got, or with my lot in life, or with that's a wrong way to put it, not my lot in life, but with like so if you have a passionless job, we'll narrow it down right now to vocation, the job.
Okay.
I'm passionless in my work, and you could uh, uh, attack yourself for feeling discontent in your passionless work,
Hmm.
or you could accept that as a brute fact and go, why? Right? There's that kind of curiosity element.
Right.
So I like that part of it where it's not you're not breaking yourself apart into these parts of you, and one of them's the enemy. You're looking at no, that's a natural response to something. Let's
Hmm.
kind of pull that thread out and get down to the core of it.
Yeah, I look at it like restlessness is a dummy light on your dashboard. So
Mm,
a low fuel light in your car is your friend because it's going to keep you from running out of gas. So restlessness or discontentment is a friend because it's telling you something's not the way it's supposed to be.
mm,
And so it's kind of warning you before you end up in a ditch somewhere. And a lot of guys make really stupid decisions that blow up their lives and their family. And a lot of that comes out of restlessness. I don't have a compelling bigger yes, so I'm living for lesser yeses, and I'm following my impulses, which is a desire to you know squelch my appetite for something more
yeah,
with cotton candy instead of vegetables.
yeah,
And so like your example of the job, we are fortunate enough to live in a country where it might be true. I'm not totally sure it's true, but it might be true that life's too short to go every day to a job you hate.
mm,
On the other hand, uh, some jobs aren't fun. They're hard work,
yeah,
but you can find meaning in it. You're adding value. Like, every once in a while, your brother gets kind of down on the fact that he fixes cars,
mhm,
and the world's no different. I said, well, the world's totally different. People need their car to work, and they need to use their car, and it's cheaper to fix their car than it is to replace it. And you're keeping people on the road, and you're making the economy work. So, there's some higher altitude pictures you can think about with your work. If you're struggling to have fun at work, you can
yeah.
still think about your coworkers. You can think about relationships you have there. You can think about contributing to the economy and wealth creation as a part of your purpose in life.
Well, one of my really good friends, his dad, he this he just cracks me up. I've spoken to him one time. This guy's dad, but I hear a lot about him.
Mm.
He worked as a mechanic for machinery in a coal mine in Centralia.
Holy
Is
cow!
this the year 1920 or is this, the
Right,
21st
right.
century? He worked in there his whole career. And just last week or the other week, they took him to a Panda Express for the very first time. He'd never been to a Panda Express. it's like it's like he's out of like a man out of time. It's crazy.
Yeah, he is. Poor guy.
I know. And I was
I mean,
thinking, like, did it
Panda.
kill him?
Yeah, Panda's
You
pretty
know?
sweet.
Yeah. If he's his whole life in the coal mine, he's eating crackers and cheese, and you get taking the Panda Express, who knows what's going to happen? But point being, for this guy and a lot of guys like him,
Yeah,
I guess now it's my mission to bring up Larry McMurtry every episode, like
yeah,
the character Woodrow Call in Lonesome Dove.
yeah,
Work is its own passion, or like the and there's unhealthy representations of this, but the virtue of hard work is a
yeah,
passion for this guy, sincerely,
yeah.
and providing, being a provider. It's a sincere passion. That
Yeah.
is the one of the reasons to wake up every day. And I don't know enough about him to know exactly how, in this specific case, it doesn't matter how that manifested, but that can be its own thing. Have you seen? I know the workaholism is the negative version of that. Have you seen that play out in a good way?
I tell you, there are guys I've met that just love to work hard, and I've admired every one of them. I've never met a
Yeah,
guy like that that I didn't admire.
yeah,
So yeah, I think that is an amazing thing. When you think about restlessness is my friend, not my enemy. And say I don't have that passion to work hard, and I
right.
don't, and I'm struggling to find passion for anything. This, I think, when we talk about young men, I think there is a discouragement that sits in. So, am I ever going to be able to own a home? Am I ever going to be economically viable? Am I? And so you can start to lose this passion because you have such uh, a doom mentality almost. But
That
this,
hopelessness.
yeah, but this restlessness is an indicator. Hey, something's not right, and you need to address this. This needs your attention. And if you numb it, you're going to delay clarity. So uh, a lot of us, when we feel this way, we seek to make the feeling go away
Hmm.
through entertainment or numbing through doom scrolling or video gaming or taking naps. You know, when a person is clinically depressed, they have a hard time getting out of bed. They'll stay in bed the entire day, get the black curtains and make it dark. And numbing delays clarity. That's what's so tough about it is I'm not going to find my way towards any passion
Yeah,
if I continue to numb myself.
yeah, and it's almost a you mentioned before people who solve this kind of restlessness by blowing their life up and making a terrible decision
Yeah.
by just kind of, I'll fill this void with anything.
Yeah.
The alternative is less destructive in a public way and much slower destruction. But it's very, it's similar in that kind of, I don't want to me this whole quarter is kind of about the fear of self-discovery.
Yeah.
Again, if it's about pulling on that thread, both options of avoiding that restlessness are avoiding pulling on that thread, either with numbing or with just chasing it down with all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah. In coaching, we use a pattern. Like if you're talking to a client, a friend, whatever, that's stuck,
Mhm.
or they're feeling powerless, or something. This idea of notice, name, and return to agency. So as a coach, you can say, "Man, I notice that this language of yours is very defeatist. I
Hmm.
notice that your tone is that you're powerless." And so then you notice it and you name it. Once a thing is named, it can become tangible.
Yeah,
But you have this intangible feeling, something's wrong. I don't know what's wrong. But if you can name it, now you can address it. And then you can return to agency. Wait, I could now that I can name it, I could do something about it.
yeah,
And that's why I think restlessness can be your friend because it'll force you, if you allow it to name the thing that's wrong
totally.
and then return to agency and say, okay, now I got to do something about this because nobody else will. I mean, I need to engage.